What do you want?
Well, I just want to know one thing. Where you stashing Natalie?
All right, then what, Tess? Let's say Jared accepts that I left him. What happens next? What happens if he stops looking for me?
Well, then you get to watch him fall out of love with you and in love with me.
You really have lost it, because there aren't enough drugs on this planet to make him fall for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She really isn't here.
No! Well, I guess you finally learned.
Learned what?
Oh, you didn't find that out in all your Buchanan research? Natalie's like a jackass magnet. Day was bound to come, or she woke up and realized she could do better. So wherever Natty is, good for her. She finally dumped you and moved on.
Laugh it up, Natalie. You're not going to think it's so funny when Jared gives up on you.
Yeah, never gonna happen. He loves me too much.
Oh, well, does he love you like Seth? Christian? John? Come on, Natalie. There is life after you, and I'm going to help Jared see that.
Jared can't stand you. I mean, you set him up, sent him to prison. You have a better chance of getting a third personality than making him fall for you.
Honey, you take everything so literally. Of course he doesn't like me. But he's going to fall head over heels for Jessica.
No. Listen to me. Natalie is gone, and I don't know where she is. I love her. I know you do too, so I thought maybe she was laying low here, or she told you where she went.
How do you know she went anywhere?
Well, she left this. I read it over and over. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, pretty clear to me. Everything you and Natty did came back to bite you in the ass. Natty's a mess over it, so she bolted.
Why now? Things were working out.
Well, maybe you thought that. Natty obviously didn't think so.
Since when does Natalie let a letter do the talking for her? To say goodbye without calling you, your mom, Vicky? Does that sound like your sister to you?
Hey, Natalie. Why aren't you laughing anymore?
Because it isn't funny.
Well, I think it's a hoot. Jared's not going to know what hit him.
I don't get this. You can't even stand Jared. Have you thought this through?
Well, I did make a list of pros and cons. You want to hear it? Okay. Pro, I get to see the look on Jared's face when he realizes that you're not coming back. Con, I have to suck it up and pretend that I like Jared. Pro, I get to see the look on your face when you see me take Jared away from you. Con, well, I didn't come up with any more cons.
You know what? It'll never fly. Because Jared was suspicious of you before we even moved into Landfair. He will figure this out.
You know what? I'm the pregnant widow, and he made me that way. So between his guilt and my loss, he's going to cut me tons of slack. If that doesn't seal the deal, there's always the preg monster excuse.
He'll never go for it.
Maybe not at first. I take a little time. And I've got all the time in the world now to wheel my magic. Out of here. Out of the way.
Hey, Jared, why don't you help me and your old man celebrate Grandparents' Day?
Everything all right, son?
It's, Natalie. She's left me.
You can't stomach this, Tess. And not because you can't stand Jared, but
Because you'd be betraying Nash. Don't even say his name to me, Natalie.
I'm right.
The more you get closer to Jared, the more you think of Nash and how he'd hate what you're doing.
Stop talking about it.
Just think, Tess. I mean, think of how you'd be dishonoring Nash's name and hurting his kid. Natalie, I am calling the shots here, so you shut the hell up. Nash will be in your head telling you how wrong this is, and the more you think of Nash, the more Jessica gets stronger. Shut up! Then come in here and make me! God! Don't you get it? If Jessica was gonna come out, she would have come out already. She loved Nash too. She wants me to do this, Natalie. If she was gonna save you, she would have been here already. really good, coming from a fraction of Jessica's personality.
Oh, I'm real all right. You'll see. You can watch the entire thing on your own reality TV station. Imagine it. Poor Jessica, with no one to turn to but big, strong Jared. Can you see it? Jared walks in on Jessica on a few unguarded moments. She's vulnerable and lonely, and he's feeling a bit jilted. It won't be long until he's saying, "Natalie who?" And you'll be nothing but a bad memory.
You know, I realize I haven't seen Natty. Maybe you should call Rex.
No, I just came from there, and he doesn't know where she is, and he's buying what she said in that letter. But you don't. I don't want to, But everyone keeps saying the same thing, that we didn't have a chance. I don't know. Maybe they're right, and I should just let her go.
Yeah, maybe, if you don't mind feeling like a fool for the rest of your life.
Jared may want to help you as Jessica, but he's not some kind of robot that he just does what you command.
True. But we both know how he likes projects, and I got a perfect one for him.
What are you talking about now?
Well, I'm going to be due in a couple months. And without my baby's daddy, who's going to help me? What better way to pay me back than Jared being my birthing coach?
Hey, come on. It's time for some celebration.
Just a second, but you have gone through hell to be with Natalie, and now you're just going to let her go?
She said in the letter that...
No, forget the letter. What is your gut telling you? What has had you running all over town looking for her, trying to convince people that something is not right?
I know, but...
No, but nothing. Son, either you love her enough to fight for her, or you don't.
Hey, your pop knows what he's talking about. Because he's not giving up on Vicky, even though she went off to deepest, darkest Africa to get the hell away from him. And Charlie, you're not giving up, are you?
No.
And there you have it. Let's eat, guys.
Look, son, all I'm saying is don't give up just because other people are telling you you should. I mean, Natalie's worth more than that, isn't she?
One more.
Well, then, go find her. And let her know.
You would actually use this baby you're having, Nash's baby, just to get back at Jared and me?
Well, I wouldn't have to if you and Jared didn't kill Nash.
To do what exactly? What the hell's the point?
To seduce him, dumbass.
You wouldn't.
As revolting as it's gonna be, I'll just hold my nose and get through it. I've been to bed with him before. I know what buttons to push.
If you dare lay a hand on Jared, I swear.
I plan on laying way more than a hand on him. And you'll have the front row seat.
Chew on that, sis.